My bed where I sleep or try to sleep, the window, and the driveway next door, where two men were arguing very loudly and starting a fight at 1:30 in the morning last night. Signs of spring, dandelions and little tiny violets. Aren't they pretty? Happy Earth Day, everybody. There's my bedroom window. There's the neighbor's driveway. For the birds. Last night, also, someone was at the back window and the cat was hollering most of the night. And then he jumped up on the desk and knocked over a cup of tea and a cup of water all over the place. What a disaster. This desk is made out of particle board or something, and water got to it. Now it's all swollen and lumpy and bumpy, and I'm not very happy with the cat's behavior. This is what I found yesterday just mildly walking around. These are spools of thread waiting to go into the sewing stuff. Today is recognized as Earth Day. Used to be a whole lot of really cool programs that they had at Forest Park. They had a great big festival with all kinds of unplugged music, like people with guitars, people with kazoos, people with ukuleles, just people singing, people wandering around in cotton fabrics and plants for sale and natural foods and things like that. And it just seems to have dwindled, and it's a real shame. People seem to have forgotten that the earth sustains us if we take care of her. Disappointed in the cat's behavior. I wasn't real happy with all the things going on last night either. And I tried going to sleep. I was rocking back and forth and trying to ignore things. I just couldn't. Those men outside upset me so much. The walls are very thin. And I just said in a loud voice, I didn't yell. I didn't have to, because you can hear right through the walls. They were arguing and yelling, and once in a while there'd be a pause because the guy was thinking of something else to say. And I said, I hope you know that I can hear everything that you're saying through these walls. These walls are thin, and I can hear everything that you're saying. Shortly after that, they must have moved the argument inside their house or something, or somewhere else. But didn't matter. I was awake. I couldn't go to sleep for another 4.5 hours. I tried and tried and tried and tried, and I just couldn't. So I'm not real happy about last night. I just broke up an old plastic lawn chair that broke when Scott sat on it and put it in the trash. So one thing in the trash, I've got to keep going. Trash day's in a couple days, and yeah, I want to have that sucker full every week. That's a goal that I have. That's the minimal goal that I have, is purging at least a whole garbage can full a week. And I don't generate that much garbage. It's why I fought so much against having to pay for garbage and wanting to pool together with neighbors, which you can't do that now. They passed some law that every single person has to pay for trash. So I thought, well, if I'm paying for it, I might as well try to declutter and clear out the house. And my lower back's hurting, and I'm not feeling the best still. I'm still not hungry, which is okay, because I'll be losing weight that way. I made beef barley soup, but without barley, because I thought I had some, but I didn't. I used quinoa, which is spelled quinoa. Why is it pronounced quinoa when it's spelled quinoa? And when it cooks up, it's translucent. It means you can see through it, and it looks like little jelly eggs or something. Kind of looks gross. As far as I can tell, there's no taste to it. Had some of that, and I put that in the soup instead of barley. It's okay. I want to do a bunch of stuff that will enhance any future endeavors. Woo, big words. I had a chance to go to a state park today for a Morel Mushroom Festival. When I was a kid, my grandpa and dad and brother and I used to go mushroom picking, or mushroom hunting as we called it. And we'd go morel picking in the springtime. My dad has 17 acres on a hill and everything, and we go there if other people didn't trespass and get there before us. We had a great big basket full of morels, which are very expensive if you have to buy them. I don't like mushrooms, but it did have a nice smell when they were being fried. My grandma would fry them and put them in eggs and stuff like that. I didn't eat them, but it smelled good, and I know how to cut them and clean them and all that stuff. I passed that up today. I asked Richard if he wanted to go. He said he was too busy, and I didn't want to go 35 miles away in my car that's questionable for something that I don't really even like. Earth Day Festival today, but it's just like I looked at the schedule and there's only like 2 or 3 things, and it'll probably be 20 people showing up where it used to be hundreds of people. So yes, I know I could show up and be one of those 20 or 21, but no. I have had a rough few days, and I'm trying to get back into the swing of stuff, go upward and onward. One last thing. Now that you get kind of a reference that Eastern Europeans, Czechs, Slovaks, Bohemians, they like to go mushroom picking, mushroom hunting, in the spring for morel mushrooms and in the fall for the button kind. Okay? It's a big deal. It really is a really big deal. Here you will now understand the joke that I'm about to tell you. How did 6,000 people die when the atom bomb was dropped in Czech Republic? 2,000 people died directly from the bomb, and 6,000 people died from being trampled by Bohemians looking for the giant mushroom.